Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sheep Get Sheared Podcast, home of people, politics, and popular culture. I'm your host, Austin Creed. Welcome to the show. Oh man, you won't believe what I saw. First of all, I want to start with some good news. Good news, Alex Jones is back on Twitter. That's good news. I think what they've done to him is disgraceful. Do I agree with everything he says? No. Do I think that he's been very poorly treated because he's just exercising his First Amendment rights? Yes. So I'm glad that he's back. But you know what I'm not glad about? This got my goat. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Look at it. Look at this garbage. Look at this. Biden invites Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy to meet with him at the White House. Oh yay, we get to deal with this bum yet again. I don't like Zelenskyy. No, I don't like him at all. You want to know why I don't like this bum? Because he's a liar. He's a liar. He's a con man. Why would I say... Did I say that about the George Washington of our time? No. Austin, I thought you're for freedom and democracy and whatnot. How could you say a thing like that? Well, first of all, this man rose to power. I don't know if you know this, because a lot of people don't know anything about history. But if you want to learn a little bit about very recent history, your friend Zelenskyy came to power on a pro-peace, no war, no NATO policy. And then what does he proceed to do as soon as he gets elected? Wants to join NATO, starts antagonizing Russia, wants to put nukes in his country, and starts a war with the Russians. The exact opposite of everything he said he was going to do. And up until that point, hey, Zelenskyy kept poking the bear. Putin said, hey, I don't want to start a war with you, but if you put nukes on our border, we're going to have to do something about that. And he said, go to hell, I don't care what you say. And then they said, okay, we'll invade you. Yeah, that's basically how it went down. Now, am I justifying the deaths? No. Am I justifying the cruelty? No. I'm providing you with the history that people have conveniently forgotten. Now, we as Americans, we like the underdog, number one. And number two, the old people in the Congress and in the executive branch forget the Cold War happened like 40 years ago. They forgot the Cold War ended a while ago. They're still stuck on the Cold War. Russia is our natural ally against China, but our leadership is so incompetent and so stupid that they've pushed the bear into the arms of China. Oh boy, let's keep reading this. President Biden has invited Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy to meet with him on Tuesday at the White House. Billions of dollars in aid. Oh yes, didn't you guys get the memo? Yeah, we're rolling in money. Apparently, we're rolling in money. The economy's we've never had it so good. Biden's a genius. Everyone who works for him is amazing, and the economy is great. Oh, that was during President Trump's administration. I'm sorry. I meant we're broke. People can barely afford their damn rent and utilities and their groceries. And we want to give this bum more billions of dollars. Oh yeah, that totally makes sense. And it failed to clear the Senate. Good, it shouldn't. Caught up over the debate of U.S. immigration policies. Oh, didn't you guys hear my show earlier today? No. DHS is more concerned about Andrew Tate and the Fresh and Fit podcast than they are about the illegal alien invasion, apparently. Mr. Biden chided GOP lawmakers. Ooh, boy. Oh, the humanity. Oh, no. What did he say? He said they would be giving Vladimir Zelenskyy the greatest gift. No, his greatest gift was you winning the presidency and not Donald Trump. That was the greatest gift he ever got. That was his greatest gift. This would never have happened if Trump was in power. Putin would have never gone into Ukraine if Trump was in power. That's number one. Second, Zelenskyy wouldn't have had the guts to do what he was doing about joining NATO and all that, because Trump wouldn't have let it happen. That's number two. The greatest gift for Mr. Putin was you winning, Biden, you schmuck you. Let's go back to this article. Cutting off the... What is it with the Democrats? Chuck Schumer. Why is Chuck wanting war? Why is it the Democrat machine loves war? They'd have you believe it's the Republicans. Oh, it's those dang evil Republicans. They want war. They don't want peace. When it's the GOP who says, no, we don't want more war. We want peace. And yet it's the good old Democrat machine saying, no, we need more pork. We need more pork barrels. We need to gorge on more money. We need more taxpayer money to gorge on. Unbelievable. Oh, this is this is great. Look at this. It says Zelenskyy had planned to address American lawmakers last week, but canceled at the last minute before changing his plans. Really? Why do you think that the esteemed, above reproach President Zelenskyy would cancel a meeting with American lawmakers? Could it maybe be that he realizes that they've woken up to him being a con artist of the lowest order, and they're now telling him they're gonna actually put him on the spot and make him answer some real questions, not the CNN fake questions in my estimation, not the fake garbage, the actual questions of what are you doing with the money, sir? Hey, Zelenskyy, what are you doing with all the money and the weapons we're sending you? Because some of our guns end up in the hands of Hamas. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? You wouldn't happen to know where the Hamas animals got American guns. It couldn't be that maybe perhaps even before the war started, that you were the third most corrupt nation on the planet. It doesn't have anything to do with that, does it? I don't know. Of course, as soon as you bring these things up, ooh, you're just a Russian spy, a Russian pawn. How about all the Zelenskyy bots out there who are like, yeah, man, I like the war, man. I probably work for Boeing, but I like the war because I'm making money off it. Well, of course you like the war if you're making money off it, schmuck. Yes, Russia's brutal invasion. Yes. I'm not saying that what Russia's done is good. It's not good. The problem is that they provoked this crap. Oh, Anthony Blinken announced $175 million of aid to Ukraine. Oh, yay! We get to give more money to have it be siphoned back to the Democrat machine, most likely. How much of this goes back to the DNC? Real question. How much of this goes back to the Democrat machine? How many of this goes back to the contractors in the U.S. military? How many of this goes back, gets kickbacked up to someone's nephew? How much of this ends up back in the hands of the people who passed the bill? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you a question. Do you feel as though the economy is in such a stable place that we can afford to give all this money, all these millions and billions of dollars to Ukraine? Do you think we have the money for that? Serious question. Do you think we have the money for that? I personally say no. In fact, I was against this from the get-go, but of course, I don't have any real power, so therefore no one listens to me. But I'm telling you, my friends, this Zelenskyy is not the man you think him to be. Do I have to remind you that before he became the George Washington of our time, he was a vulgar comedian who did a skit about playing the piano with his schmendrick? I played the clip on the show before. Don't think I made that up. I've played the clip on this show talking about this man. It's on YouTube. You can go see it right now. It's on YouTube. I'm not making this up. But yet you'd have him believe he's the George Washington of our time. He's a real leader for freedom. Oh, I like that Zelenskyy because he cares about freedom. He wants democracy. Well, if he likes democracy so much, why did he lie about everything he was going to do? Why did he come to power saying, I'm going to be a man of peace? And then he turns around and says, no, I'm going to be the biggest warmonger in the history of the country. Oh, and do I need to remind all of you good liberals on the Upper West Side of New York that, you you remember what side the Ukrainians were on in World War II? Oh, yes, they helped the Nazis against the Soviets. So when Putin says that there are Nazis in Ukraine, that's what he's talking about, schmuck. Hey, schmuck, did you miss the story of in Canada they gave a Medal of Freedom or a Medal of Honor to an old Ukrainian freedom fighter that turned out to be a Nazi skinhead? Did you miss that one? They ended up backtracking and saying, ooh, we accidentally gave a Medal of Honor to a Nazi. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Yeah, you missed that, didn't you? Go look it up. I didn't make that up. Go look it up for yourself. My friends, the propaganda is everywhere. The lies, everywhere. The money laundering, in my estimation, all around us. How else do you explain that these politicians who you can look up their salaries on the internet right now, how is it they make so much money? Why is it they go from being worth about the same as every other person to millions, if not billions of dollars? Can you explain that to me, please? Do I need to spell it out for you? This is another pork barrel bill that's going to make everybody else rich at your expense again. Again! But we need to be so thoughtful and caring. How about we be thoughtful and caring with the people in our country right now who are living on food stamps and welfare, who are living in the street and going homeless? All these people who care about the homeless people don't seem to care that more and more people are becoming homeless because the economy sucks so bad. And because we're giving all the money away to Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? What are your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm fair or foul? I'm telling you right now, we should not give another dime. And in fact, instead of giving them another dime, we should spend money trying to understand where all the money we gave them went to. And if it didn't go to actual military spending, then we should make them pay us back. That's what I say. I don't care about this being the policeman of the world garbage. We can't afford it. Don't get involved in limit effects of foreign wars. I guess we forgot about that period in American history. I'm not saying become an isolated country again. I'm saying that we need to take care of our own problems. We have our own poor. Why are we trying to take care of the world's poor when we have our own poor walking the streets like zombies in The Walking Dead? Why are we so focused on everybody else's poor when we have people living paycheck to paycheck and are broken or living in the streets? You ever see some of the homeless people, the homeless shelters on the side of the road? Looks like Timbuktu. I feel like I'm living in a third world country. But yet we're giving the money away to other people. Why? Why? My friends, please let me know what you think about this. I posted this on Twitter as well. If you want to go over at Sheep Get Sheared, follow me on Twitter. My friends, please be careful out here, because I want you to be as educated as possible and not fall for the okie doke. 9 times out of 10, if the government says it's good, it's probably bad. That's coming from someone who had top secret clearance in the U.S. government when I worked in the Air Force. My friends, God bless you. God bless your families. God bless America. I'm out of here. Have a great evening. I'm out. Peace.